Science, technology, and society. General concepts and historical developments. Science and technology is the best thing a society could ask for. It changed the way we live. From basic needs like light bulbs to bathrooms to grocery stores, we can see how science and technology affects our lives. In terms of communication, today we can text or email, but there was a time before telephones or even telegraph. 200 years ago, chances are you did not travel far from your home. Science and technology allow us to find entertainment in video games, on computers, even on our phones. All of the inventions you see in the society started with the idea in the minds of the late people. Without science, there is no human growth, no technological advances, no knowledge generation, and the world stagnates. Science is knowledge, and without an investment in science, the world as we know it would be not possible. Intellectual revolution. The scientific revolution changed the perspective of many people in the world. Our universe was no longer the mystery that it once was. Copernican revolution. It is a major shift of worldwide views from believing that the Earth is the center of the universe to believing the sun-centered solar system, which is proposed by Nicholas Copernicus. Before, there are competing two models of the solar system, the geocentric model and the heliocentric model. Geocentric model shows that the center of the universe was the Earth, and it was supported by Aristotle and Ptolemy. For many years, people believed this theory as fact. The geocentric model was not challenged until Nicholas Copernicus entered the scene. He made the manuscript on the revolution of heavenly sphere, where he presented his view about heliocentric model. In this manuscript, he explained that the Earth is not the center of the universe, but the Sun. The start of the Copernican revolution was started when his manuscript was published after his death in 1543. Darwinian Revolution. The Darwinian Revolution is generally taken to be one of the key events in the history of science. It introduces Charles Darwin's idea of natural selection that shows how the process wherein organisms better adapted to their environment tend to survive and produce more offspring. Charles Darwin is an English naturalist, geologist, and biologist. He revolutionized the idea of how life originated. The Darwinian Revolution theory of evolution by natural selection has been widely accepted as our best scientific explanation of how life on Earth works. Freudian Revolution, a relating to the ideas or method of Sigmund Freud, especially his ideas about the way in which people's hidden thoughts and feelings influence their behavior, especially with respect to the causes and treatment of neurotic and psychopathic states, the interpretation of dreams and others. Sigmund Freud is the founder of theory of analysis, which changed the people's perception about psychology. He is also the father of modern psychology. In studying psychoanalytic theory, we also need to know the following term, which is part of your personality according to Freud, the id, ego, and superego. And these three characters are driven by unconscious energy. They are all silently influence our behaviors and decisions. The id is the primitive and instinctual part of the mind. It contains sexual and aggressive drives and hidden memories. It is not affected by reality, logic, or the everyday world as it operates. The ideal self or ego is an imaginary picture of how you ought to be, and represent careers aspirations, how to treat other people, and how to behave as a member of society. Superego. It incorporates the values and morals of society, which are learned from our parents and others.